Grinding brakes seem obvious, right? Just worn pads. But here's the shocker. By the time you hear grinding, you're already destroying your rotors. One ignored squeal, one skipped brake check, and you could be facing total brake failure without even knowing it. No dramatic warning, no flashing lights, just your stopping power vanishing when you need it most. These aren't rare accidents. They happen every single day. So before grinding becomes a repair bill that makes you cry, watch closely. Here are 5 brake problems you must never ignore. Number 5. The metal-on-metal grinder. When you hear grinding from your brakes, that's not wear. That's destruction. And every mile you drive carves deeper grooves into metal that costs hundreds to replace. Here's what's really happening. Your brake pads wear down over time. At around 3 millimeters, they're getting thin. At 2 millimeters, a little metal tab starts squealing against your rotor like a built-in alarm. That squeal is your warning. But most people ignore it. Keep driving and that friction material disappears completely. Now the steel backing plate rubs directly on your rotor. Steel on cast iron, grinding like a belt sander against your rotors with every single stop. And here's the thing about rotors. Once you gouge them, they're done. Those grooves create heat spots that crack the metal. A rotor that should last 50,000 to 70,000 miles gets destroyed in weeks from metal-on-metal contact. The damage compounds fast. One seized caliper slide pin can wear one pad faster than the other. You might only hear grinding on one wheel, but that wheel is eating itself alive. Now, if you hear grinding just for the first few stops after your car sits for days, that's different. Surface rust forms on rotors when they sit in damp weather. That grinding disappears after a few stops as the pads scrape the rust off. That's normal. But continuous grinding? That's metal destroying metal. Look through your wheel spokes. If you see deep circular grooves in the rotor or less than 3 millimeters of pad material, you're driving on destroyed brakes. Catch it early and pad replacement runs $150 to $300 per axle. Wait too long and you're replacing rotors too. $250 to $500 per axle for pads and rotors together. If a caliper slide seized up, add $150 to $400 per caliper. Grinding means you've already driven too far on worn pads. But if you think that's the only warning, it's not. Number 4. The shaky wheel warning. Your steering wheel shakes when you brake, or your pedal pulses under your foot like a heartbeat. That's not normal wear. That's uneven rotors. And it gets worse the longer you ignore it. Brake rotors should be perfectly uniform, but over time they develop high spots and low spots, sometimes by just thousandths of an inch. When you brake, the pads squeeze unevenly. Thick sections push the caliper piston back. Thin sections let it extend. That creates pulsing in the pedal and shaking in the wheel. Here's what causes it. Hard braking down mountains or towing heavy loads creates localized hot spots. The metal develops high and low zones. A sticking caliper makes it worse. One wheel overheats while the other stays cool, warping one rotor faster. And most people get this wrong. It's not the rotor bending like a pretzel. Modern rotors don't physically warp from heat. What you're feeling is thickness variation and friction material baked onto the rotor surface in uneven patches. If the shaking increases at highway speeds, your rotor variation is severe. Feel it in the steering wheel, front rotors, only in the seat or pedal, rear rotors. Resurfacing runs $50 to $150 per axle if there's enough metal left. If the rotors are too thin, replacement costs $150 to $400. Add pads, and you're at $250 to $500 per axle. Vibration warns you before the rotors fail completely. But if you thought that one was straightforward, the next problem makes panic stops downright dangerous. Number 3. The one-sided pull. Hit the brakes and your car yanks left or right like it's got a mind of its own. That's uneven braking force. And in an emergency stop, that pull can send you into the wrong lane. Here's what's actually happening. Brakes work by applying equal pressure to both wheels on each axle. When one side brakes harder, the car pulls toward the stronger side. That kills your straight line stopping ability when you need it most. The most common cause, stuck caliper piston. Corrosion locks the piston in the bore so it can't retract. That wheel stays partially engaged, creating constant friction and overheating. When you brake, that overheated side grabs harder, and just like that, your car pulls. A collapsed brake hose does the same thing but differently. The rubber deteriorates inside and creates a one-way valve. Pressure goes in but can't come back out. That wheel stays clamped. And here's what catches most drivers. Low tire pressure mimics brake pull perfectly. One front tire 10 psi low makes the car pull during braking. Most people blame the brakes and spend hundreds fixing the wrong problem. The smart move is simple. After a few hard stops, carefully touch each wheel. If one is significantly hotter than the others, that's your problem wheel. A dragging brake gets hot enough to burn skin. Check tire pressure first. That's free. Stuck caliper repair runs $150 to $400 per wheel. Collapsed hose replacement costs $75 to $200. Pulling reduces your control in emergencies. And if you think you've covered all the major brake warnings, the next one disables a safety system you rely on without even knowing it. And if you're finding these tips helpful, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on the bell icon. We drop truth bombs about car care every week. Number 2, the invisible ABS failure. The ABS light comes on. Most people panic and think their brakes are failing. But here's the truth. Your normal braking still works. What you've lost is anti-lock protection. And in wet or icy conditions, that's the difference between steering around danger and sliding straight into it. Here's how ABS normally works. During hard braking, sensors monitor each wheel. If one starts to lock up, the computer rapidly pulses the brakes to prevent skidding. That chattering sensation in the pedal during panic stops? That's ABS preventing wheel lockup, so you can steer while braking hard. When the ABS light is on, that protection is gone. Your brakes work normally, but slam on them hard enough to lock the wheels and they stay locked. No pulsing. No skid prevention, just 4 locked wheels sliding across pavement like hockey pucks on ice. On wet or icy roads, locked wheels mean zero steering control. The car goes straight even if you crank the wheel. You're just a passenger watching it slide. The most common cause? Failed wheel speed sensor. These sensors sit near each wheel and measure rotation. Road grime covers them, salt corrodes them, or the wiring breaks. When one sensor fails, the ABS light comes on. The system disables anti-lock rather than risk activating randomly when it shouldn't. Corroded tone rings cause the same problem. The tone ring is a toothed wheel, the sensor reads. If teeth break off or the ring rusts, the signal goes haywire and triggers the warning. The fix is simple. Scan the computer for ABS codes. Codes typically tell you exactly which wheel sensor is failing. Most auto parts stores scan codes for free. Replacing a wheel speed sensor runs $225 to $315 per wheel, including labor. A damaged tone ring costs $30 to $300 for the part, but if it's integrated into the hub assembly, you're looking at higher labor costs for complete replacement. The good news? You can still drive with the ABS light on. Just understand you don't have anti-lock protection. Keep extra distance, brake earlier, and don't slam the brakes in slippery conditions. The car will stop, but locked wheels give you zero steering. ABS failure is electronic, but if you think losing anti-lock braking is concerning, the next problem is hydraulic failure, and hydraulic failures don't give you a second chance. Number 1, the sinking pedal. A soft or spongy brake pedal is the most dangerous symptom on this list. It means your hydraulic system can't build full pressure, and without pressure, brakes don't stop your car. Here's what's really happening. Your brake system runs on hydraulic pressure, like a water balloon filled to bursting. Push the pedal, and the master cylinder forces brake fluid through lines to calipers. That fluid pressure squeezes pads against rotors. Fluid doesn't compress, so force transfers instantly. But if air gets in, everything changes. Air in brake lines is the most common cause. Air compresses under pressure, while fluid doesn't. When you push the pedal, you're squeezing air bubbles instead of transferring force. The pedal feels springy and sinks toward the floor. Braking power drops dramatically. Boiled brake fluid creates the same problem. Old fluid absorbs water over time. Hard braking boils that water into vapor bubbles. The pedal suddenly goes soft right when you need maximum stopping power. That's brake fade, and it happens on mountain roads and racetracks all the time. A failing master cylinder is even worse. Internal seals wear out and let fluid bypass instead of building pressure. You push the pedal and it sinks at stoplights. Pump it a few times and it firms temporarily, then sinks again. Any brake fluid leak leads to total failure if pressure drops completely. Leaking lines, torn caliper seals, or a cracked master cylinder drain fluid fast. If you see clear or light brown fluid under your car near the wheels, that's brake fluid escaping. And every drop that leaks is pressure you've lost. Here's the test. Pump the pedal 3 or 4 times with the engine off. If it firms up then drops when you hold pressure, you've got a leak. Either internal master cylinder seals failing or an external leak somewhere. If it stays soft no matter how many times you pump, you have air in the lines or severe leaks. Bleeding air from the system runs $80 to $150. Replacing contaminated fluid costs $70 to $120. Master cylinder replacement runs $250 to $600. Fixing leaking lines or calipers adds $150 to $500. A soft pedal means you're one hard stop away from brake failure. Don't gamble with it. Get it fixed immediately, and that's a wrap. 5 brake problems that warn you before total failure. Grinding noise means worn pads destroying rotors. Catch it at the squeal, not the grind. Vibration when braking points to uneven rotors. Get them measured before the shaking gets worse. Pulling to one side reveals brake force imbalance. Check tire pressure first, then hunt for stuck calipers. ABS light means you've lost anti-lock protection. Scan for codes and replace the failed sensor before winter hits. Soft pedal signals hydraulic pressure loss. Find the leak or bleed the air before you lose braking completely. Catch them early and you're looking at a few $100s. Ignore them and you're facing expensive damage and dangerous situations on the road. Which brake problem have you experienced? Share it in the comments below. Your experience might save someone's car and their safety. And if you found these tips helpful, don't forget to see the next video where we reveal more car maintenance secrets that can save you thousands. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.